Day in photos, Philippine standoff and more. Make MSN your homepage. Sign in. MSN News. MSN News. Web. Images. Videos. News. Maps. Search. Home. Thus 2016 election blog. Recall report blog. Crime and justice. World. Science and tech. Pop culture. In-depth. Photos. Video. Day in photos, Philippine standoff, frog launch and more. 8 photos. NASA Wallops Flight Facility, Chris Perry. Related galleries. Annual tobacco harvest underway in Kentucky. Spain's evicted families continue to struggle. Israelis worried about Syria stock up on gas masks. Huge crowds roar into Harley-Davidson's 110th anniversary celebration. On and off the runway at New York Fashion Week. Nationwide memorials honor September 11th victims. MSN News vertical line. NASA Wallops Flight Facility, Chris Perry 1 to full screen. Share. Tweet. Email. Giant leapfrog. New York Fashion Week, Costa Concordia cruise ship, Istanbul protest and more. MSN News photo editors select the best pictures of the past 24 hours. See gallery. A still camera on a sound trigger captured this intriguing photo of an airborne frog as NASA's LAEE spacecraft lifts off from Pad 0B at Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. The photo team confirms that frog is real and was captured in a single frame by one of the remote cameras used to photograph the launch. AP photo, bullet mark West 2 to full screen. Share. Tweet. Email. Assault in the Philippines. Philippine troops battled Muslim rebels Thursday after about 100 extremists attacked a city near the southern port where guerrillas have been holding scores of residents hostage in a 4-day standoff with government forces. In this photo, government troops continued their assault on Muslim rebels in Zamboanga City in the southern Philippines. Read related story: Philippine rebels attack second southern town. AP photo, Koji Sitsaher 3 to full screen. Share. Tweet. Email. Checking the guard. An officer checks the line of an honor guard before Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, unseen, reviews the guard in the ceremony at the Defense Ministry in Tokyo. AP photo, John Mingalo 4 to full screen. Share. Tweet. Email. Betsy Johnson Collection. The Betsy Johnson Spring 2014 collection is shown during Fashion Week in New York. AP photo, Gregory Bull 5 to full screen. Share. Tweet. Email. Remembering their heroes. New York firefighters stand behind a surfboard, below, displaying the names and photos of firefighters killed in the September 11, 2001 attacks, during a remembrance ceremony on the flight deck of the USS Midway aircraft carrier in San Diego. About 15 New York firefighters, many of whom responded to the attack on the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001, were honored Wednesday in San Diego, as they took turns reading the names of fellow firefighters who lost their lives in the attacks. Reuters photo, Sivahir Bagu 6 to full screen. Share. Tweet. Email. Demonstrations in Istanbul. A demonstrator holding a bottle takes cover from tear gas thrown by riot police during a protest in Istanbul's Kadıköy district. Turkish police used tear gas to disperse crowds that were rallying over the death of Ahmet Atakan, 22, who lost his life Tuesday at a demonstration against Prime Minister Tayyip Erdogan's handling of nationwide protests this summer. Reuters photo 7 to full screen. Share. Tweet. Email. Costa Concordia. An aerial view from an Italian Navy helicopter shows the Costa Concordia on its side next to Giglio Island. The wrecked cruise ship could be upright again next week, nearly 2 years after the liner capsized, killing at least 30 people off the Italian coast. The giant vessel, which has lain partly submerged in shallow waters off the Tuscan island of Giglio since the accident in January 2012, will be rolled off the seabed and onto underwater platforms. 8 of 8. Ed Choices 80 feedback. Today's agenda. 10 things to know today. Afghanistan attack and more. News in pictures. Colo. Flooding turns deadly. New York Fashion Week. Luxury college football palaces. Today's news. 4 men sentenced to death in India gang rape. Jersey Shore devastated by boardwalk fire.